Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Nelson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Nelson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Broncos, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To throw on 2nd down, Cruz. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Lions are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cruz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal roll.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Nelson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Nelson now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, you had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nelson. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're on the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to use his legs here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Cruz from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Cruz to throw on 1st down. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Over the middle to Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's going to keep this again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A throw over the middle, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Racing to the end zone, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way.
Your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rainey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 45 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Operating from the gun. Cruz. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Cruz now, throwing on first down. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Rainey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Nelson on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cruz looking to throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Second and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Ready, go. Defense is asleep.
Here's Cruz. A final shot before break. That's to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Escapes the defender. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cruz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cruz. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Nelson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Rainey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nelson. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Nelson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Nelson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here's Nelson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now Cruz throwing on first down. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Cruz. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action. Cruz. He'll buy some time right. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Set to throw is Nelson. To throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. A lot of interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Nelson on 1st and 10. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Nelson. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. And now the rookie's free. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Second and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Cruz. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Operating from the gun, Nelson eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Lions 56, Broncos 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams, pushing his way through. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got... Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Cruz setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally...
And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
No way, I can't believe this. What is the deal? Let's go.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was